Racing to Win continues, and we're looking at the main event for the card at Sha Tin on Sunday afternoon, which is the Lukfook Jewellery Cup, Class 2 over 1,000 metres at 4:35. And there is one defection in the race, and that is Sunny Boy. Trillion Winners first up after bleeding it back at his first run at the beginning of the season. WizKid there. He certainly enjoys 1,000 metres, but he has won at Happy Valley over the 1,000 metres 4 times, just the one occasion at Sha Tin. Handsome Bobo, Harmony and Rich Keep You Warm. Many of these horses do perform better at Happy Valley. Classic Unicorn. He's been a speedy horse down through the years, down the course and distance here at Sha Tin. Pinghai Galaxy, You're My Everything. Jumbo Fortune is coming back in trip from 14 to 1,000. Power kept coming back from 12 to the 1,000 metres. He was a winner 2 starts ago. And Equiletta Blitz is trying course and distance for the 4th time. Antoine Hamlin riding for Douglas White. Should be genuine pace here, Nick, as they always are, these 1,000 metre races. But WizKid with a £10 claim, he's likely to be up on the speed.
Yeah, I think so, Tommy. He's only really got the one way of going, and that is to go and lead. So he'll jump, he'll run, and he'll certainly give a bold sight for the most part. Classic Unicorn is a horse he's got plenty of pace. He's actually drawn out in once. He'll be more in the centre of the track there. Harmony and Rich is another who can show good early speed, and Handsome Bobo. Paul, he's out there in 4, so he might just be caught out on the wing a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit down the straight. But you've seen these horses that can get across and win from the inside gates there. Pinghai Galaxy's got speed. Trillion Win, he's coming back to 1,000 metres there after a break.
Yep, he certainly is. So we can have a look at a few of the key races here for the Lukfook Jewellery Cup, which is race number 8. And we'll start with the WizKid here. He's up in front, but also in this race you've got Classic Unicorn, who's down on the inside. There, Equiletta Blitz isn't too far away. Harmony and Rich. Pinghai Galaxy out wider in the yellow and the purple, and Handsome Bobo, he's further out on the track here as well, Nick. But Tony Cruz in the media this week saying he's more of a Happy Valley horse, likes a bend as WizKid.
Yeah, and look, I totally get that. I mean, his record here is 4 from 4, and he was dominant, beaten a number of rivals on this occasion. But it's not like he doesn't handle the straight. He has one down the straight, and I mean, after all said and done, Paul, he's just going in a straight line, and if he's quicker than the others, then he can win.
Yeah, exactly. As you say, he's had 4 goes down the straight, won, and been placed in a couple of others. So we know he's going to be in front. It's just, can he hang on?
Yeah, here's his recent barrier trial up at Chung Fa as well, and here he is up on the pace, which is where he does like to be here. Angus Chung, probably gets an opportunity here, Paul, to pick off a Class 2 race.
Yeah, well, exactly. I mean, he takes the claim off, which is going to help the horse a lot. He'll come down to 125 pounds, which is a good racing weight for him. And look, he hit the line nicely, and look, it's just whether he can hang on. That's the query.
Absolutely, and you know, they'll all be trying to run him down. But look, I didn't mind this trial. Angus has ridden the horse 2 starts ago, and he acquitted himself well on his seasonal debut, and he's been riding him in the majority of his track work also. So there's enough to like about him, and yeah, I think in this race he is the one they've got to beat. And he certainly wasn't asked for too much in that barrier trial up there at Chung Fa back on the 5th of December. Here's his report card, Nick. 13 starts here in Hong Kong for those 5 wins, and you can see his Happy Valley record compared to his Sha Tin record. Yeah, he's won over 7 million in prize money, and I'm sure he'll win a bit more as well. He's a super money spinner, and they've certainly had plenty of fun with him, and I think there's more good days to come.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, as you say, if it was a Happy Valley, it'd be a short price favourite, I think.
Yep, he certainly would be. He is about on the second line of betting, I think, at this point. We can move on and have a look at the next of the runners here. We've got a few of them here also. Classic Unicorn, he's all speed on the inside there. Pinghai Galaxy isn't too far away, but also in this replay, you've got Harmony and Rich, who's there in the red cap. Handsome Bobo, Keep You Warm in the blue with the red star, and then in behind them, that's about the last one. In fact, there as we see them go here, Classic Unicorn, he's been a good horse down the straight in the past, Paul, but he's hit and miss, isn't he? Yeah,
he's a 7-year-old now too, so he's just getting on towards the end of his career as well. You can see him dropping out quite quickly, and he's a horse that does like to dominate from the front. Handsome Bobo finished off this race well, and he's only been down the straight once and just failed. It was a really good run from him, so I'm going to include Handsome Bobo.
Yeah, I think just off Tony's article regarding WizKid, he said there aren't that many opportunities for some of these horses, hence why they all race against each other. So it's an interesting race, given that there's plenty of form tying them all in together.
And Paul mentioned Handsome Bobo there. That was his first up assignment down the straight here this season. He was very good to that last start. Now we've got Power Kep here. He's on the outside. There was a bit of rain around at Happy Valley this night. Nick, what about him coming back in trip?
Yeah, look, don't mind him actually. I know the man sat to my left has always been a big fan, and I can understand why. He's a course and distance winner in Class 3. Look, this is a Class 2, and it's a stronger race on ratings. But that said, I think he might just be able to get away with it here, Paul, and he's a very honest horse.
Yeah, look, he's only had 2 goes down the straight. He's won one and been placed in the other, so he does like the straight 1,000. There's going to be plenty of pace in this race, so I think he'll be finishing off strongly.
Yep, he should be there for the John Size stable. One more replay to have a look at, and we go back to the trials here, and we're looking at Trillion Win, who's cuddled up between runners in behind them here, and also at the back is You're My Everything here, Paul. You're My Everything, he's won 3 times 1,200 metres. He's been up to 1,600 and 1,650. I'm not really sure what's going on here at the moment.
Yeah, with him, I think this is maybe just a little bit too short for him. Pretty sharp for You're My Everything. Trillion Win now, he's a bleeder, as we've said. Blinkers off, tongue tie goes on, but this is the right time to catch him. He's just got those internal problems.
Exactly, and obviously, you know, when he's on his A game, he can be very good. As for You're My Everything, I mean, Tony Cruz is a genius, but he'll pull a rabbit out of the hat here, I think, coming back and trip in a big way.
Yeah, certainly. Trillion Win, Paul, he's had that bleeding attack in the past, but he has won first up in the past, and he has been very good. Here's his record down the straight in terms of times, 55.57, but none of them have run fast as Classic Unicorn, but that was in his early career, Classic Unicorn.
Yeah, he's a 7-year-old now, so he sort of hasn't been running those times recently. As you say, Trillion Win you can see Power Cap as well. He's pretty quick down that straight 1,000.
Yeah, he certainly is. Righto, all said and done here, Paul. Not the strongest Class 2 race going around. Many of them are Happy Valley horses. Many of them probably prefer different trips than what they're getting here. So who makes it on top?
Well, I'm going to go with Power Cap because he's had the 2 starts down the straight, a win and a placing. We know he's a speedy horse and he's got a good finish on him, and he'll get the pace to suit. Whiz Kid will be Catch Me If You Can out in front. A Trillion Win fresh up, and Handsome Bobo coming back to straight 1,000. I think it was good. I mean, it was a really good seasonal debut from him. 11-2-1-3.
Yeah, I've gone with WizKid here. Look, he's just in such great form. That win last time at Happy Valley was dominant. Yes, he's a better horse there, but he has won here over course and distance, and I think with the 10 pounds off, he's going to be a big player in this. So he'll go on top over Trillion Win, who's a really nice type of horse. Obviously, he's had a bit of a break enforced, and he can certainly go well. Power Kip in as well, and Handsome Bobo, the old boy, might just play a part. 2-1-11-3.
And he is the favourite in early betting. To this point is WizKid, the speedy horse for Tony Cruz and Angus Chung.